We love hip
Let's get
hop.
into a few news stories. I
up?
got one that's in my brain right now.
What's up?
I wanted to do this a while back,
Yeah.
but I wanted to do a status check on No Jumper
Oh.
or an update because from the last time that you and I had a conversation about No Jumper, this is when they were going through the full breakup, right?
Yeah.
This is we talked to when Lush left or when he fired Lush,
Yeah.
and then I think we did another live like after AD and everybody left,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And then since then he had the whole Adam 22 had the whole allegations come back up again with the 16-year-old and all that type of stuff. That came back up again, and the network was going through some stuff.
My.
Right? I started looking at the view counts, right?
Yeah.
And just to check in on them all every once in a while. And I see the numbers go down crazy. Like, I could pull up, like,
But didn't Flacco get his first meal though?
I think Flacco now, well, because the thing is, they retained Flacco. They got that new guy, Courtney,
Yeah.
or new old guy, Courtney,
Yeah.
right? And they got a couple of other guys, and Suspect stayed,
Suspect. Yeah.
right? Gina Views, at the time, we said she's staying, but we thought she left.
Well,
She's actually gone too.
Yeah. I think she's over at a community, right? Or no?
I think so. I'm not sure. I think I seen one thumbnail talking about Gina Views max contract or some shit like that.
But
I didn't actually click on it though.
I like community though.
I
I like their network. Man.
see now good because I want to know some things about this from your opinion. Like now that the smoke is kind of clearing, when community first started popping off,
Yeah.
like once the whole thing started, or not popping off, but once the whole thing broke down, community's views were crazy. Every video that they were doing, 100-something thousand, like they were
200, 300,
Yeah.
thousands. I was what?
they were wilding.
AD real, man.
Do you think they could maintain that? I think I asked you this before, but I want to ask you this again. Do you think they could maintain that now that the smoke is cleared?
Yeah. Yeah. They're still doing it.
Right? Like, have you been watching their content as much?
Yeah, I
lately?
watched it yesterday.
What are they talking about as much? Because I'm just asking rhetorically. 'Cause
Honestly,
I watched
everything that you're supposed to really be talking about, and it sounds more realer
it.
from them. It sounds like some real niggas sitting around. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like literally, I feel like when I watch their show, they're in the basement of like his grandma's house, still in the hood, but the room's done up nice, and like niggas is outside on the porch still drinking 40s and weightlifting and shit, and they could just come downstairs and be like, boom, 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 what's up, lo? You know what I'm saying? Come on in, and AD's just going to work. You know what I'm saying? Like, it feels real. So when he's bringing up certain like situations that's going on even in the world, you know, like, and the way he's talking back to the community, right? His girl came on the other day.
I seen the thumbnail for that.
Right? She had some big knockers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All his fans, everybody that's in the community was like, jeez. You know what I'm saying? And he embraced it. But it's like, now I got to know, like, okay, AD ain't just some guy who's just running around fucking everything. He got a bitch. You know, he got his own woman, and you know what I mean? And he has respect for ladies, and he was just like, she came on, and you know what I mean? That was cool. I got to see another side of him.
Yeah.
Right away. And they just keep it real. Because remember, AD beat the shit out of China Mac. China Mac was on the show.
Yeah.
You know, and then even AD made a little slick comment like, yo, I like how I ragdolled you around because they were talking about 6ix9ine. And it was still love. It's like, now all of a sudden, like, no one's throwing a drink on each other or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, No Jumper started to get real soap opera-ish.
It did.
No, Jerry Springer.
Jerry, that's what it was.
With a bit of Maury.
I'm looking through it right now, like looking through their page.
And Sally Jesse Raphael.
I'm gonna pull up their video page right here.
Ricky Lake. Sorry.
Like, they're bouncing back.
No.
But-
I haven't watched them.
I still tap in with No Jumper. They haven't uploaded as much videos, obviously, because they don't have as much crew there anymore. So you're going to start seeing more Adam interviews and stuff like that. But even right now, I'm going through just their page, period, right? And looking at the numbers. We have to keep in mind they have like 4 million, what's their count? 4.5 million subscribers.
Yeah.
So they used to do on average like 100,000 to 80,000 an upload.
Yeah.
And if it's on a low vibe, then they'll be getting like maybe 30,000.
30.
You know what I'm saying?
Which is still cool.
Which is still good.
But maybe he worked something out, like if it's your episode, it's all your money. You
well, I mean? he had that's a whole different thing he had like with these guys because he had them under different contracts. But now, for example, this Lil Boom interview with Poetic Flacco, that's at like 17K, right? For their channel, that's not so great. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because they have a lot of overhead to pay for. You know what I'm saying? But the one that he did with Sharp 2 days ago, that's like 227,000 views.
Yeah, but Sharp's more of an interesting person to, let's be real, collaborate with, right?
Yeah, and they also talk about the breakup.
Yeah. Sharp, he's going to end up in some type of movie or something, right? Yeah. So he just got to keep doing what he's doing, sooner or later.
Yeah, and he's the other 100,000. That's not even mentioned. 9 days ago, his interview with he had some BBW.
Porn stars.
Yeah.
P stars.
You know what I'm saying? See, even look at the title.
I know. See, it's star. You know what I mean?
Right? So Sharp is definitely, him staying with them has helped them out a lot. Yeah. But look at the other one 2 weeks ago, 38,000 views. This is when it was more in the mix of the drama. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I feel like they're coming back. Like they're starting to bounce back as far as their views. Not spiked.
No, they're up and down because the other one, look, 1 day ago, 20 something.
Mac 10.
Yeah, and Mac 10's very interesting. The whole West Coast would be watching that. Let's just be real.
Yeah.
No, because before
let me see something here. Community. Let's see what's going on over there.
Yeah. CUH.
Community clips.
That's a clips though.
Let's go to the community. No, that's the name of their channel. Community clips.
Yeah.
All right. I should subscribe to them. Jesus Christ. I'm an asshole. Yeah. Okay, so they got 140,000 subs.
No, go to videos.
Now let's go to videos. A day ago, 65,000. That's the one you just mentioned. All right.
Yeah.
2 days ago, 51,000.
That's all right.
Things go left after what is this? After Ace Boy Pun calls and presses Sharp. Yeah. Now this is no jumper related.
Yeah.
Okay. This is from 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? Let me change, put it the latest. Okay.
Yeah.
3 weeks ago, they had the argument with Sharp, and that was at 200-something thousand views.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, they didn't really have an argument. They just kind of, ragdolled them around with the wordplay.
Yeah. I feel like they make interesting content, and I'm sure that they have a fan base, but to maintain that trajectory, like I'm saying, they'll still be successful. But they're going to take a dip in views after all of this shit calms down, fam. Like, people are there for them right now because it's like, oh, man, you guys just left No Jumper. Bro. What you got to say? You know what I'm saying? But they're going to have to keep it super interesting to
for sure.
to level up like that,
well,
fam.
they got the whole West Coast. They got the whole West Coast.
The whole West Coast?
They got the whole West Coast.
Because I know AD is a known figure in the West Coast and everything like that, right?
Yeah, so
but like, he's not a draw for me from the outside, because he's AD. He's a draw for me because he's AD from No Jumper. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know who the hell he was before he was on No Jumper. You know what I'm saying? I don't follow West Coast music, and this is with no diss to AD. I don't follow West Coast music enough to know who AD and T-Rel and all these guys were.
They were down with Tyga.
Yeah, but I didn't know this until they were on No Jumper. Right?
Oh, that's true, but
so it's like, how are you gonna bring in new audiences that are not coming in because of the No Jumper beef?
Well, either way, a lot of people still now know about him, right? So even if they go do the research on him, they'll see, this nigga been around.
Yeah.
Okay, you got to remember who else he's down with. OT Genesis. He's the one.
Who, with no disrespect to him, is a one-hit fucking wonder. 2 hits.
Nah, dog. OT Genesis, bro. is up. That guy's up.
Like I see him on his thing, and I'm like,
that guy's up.
He apparently is doing his thing, but it's very West Coast related. Like we don't know. I don't know what he's doing over here. Like they're not posting OT Genesis news on the vlogs, fam.
Nah, that
on the blogs. I mean,
nah, that nigga keep himself cool, man. He rolling loud like all the time. Like he's a guy in the industry. He can still draw a crowd.
What's the last hit that OT Genesis had?
In the West Coast, he has a hit probably
besides the West Coast. Like I'm talking about a hit that people were rocking with over here. That I even seen them use on a TikTok video or something.
You know what? It's not coming to me right at this moment, but I know I can go do my research, and by the end of the day, I can tell you what's going on with him. You know what I'm
just saying, with all due respect to AD and the whole squad over there.
Yeah.
Them being West Coast legends ain't enough for me to be like, okay, I'm gonna keep on tapping into them.
Well, I just see the thing is you gotta watch them and then you would keep tapping into them. You would be one of those 50K watching them. Yeah. Because it's a genuine 50K then. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They keep it real. They're just keeping it real. They're laughing. It seems like you would want to be there chilling. You know what I'm saying?
It's cool. But it's not the same as when I still tap into No Jumper because I can watch interviews. They still do the live stream thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For the most part and again, with all due respect, these niggas in their room chilling, talking about shit. Like we do that here, but that's just one thing we do.
Yeah, I hear you. But I hear you. But I feel like they're just getting started. They're just getting started, dog.
Like when am I gonna see them sitting in a studio having an interview with somebody? When am I going to see them go on the road and do a vlog? All the different things that they were doing over on No Jumper.
Well, you got to remember, now he's not doing his cooking show, so he's probably trying to get that back into running.
When am I going to see that? You know what I'm saying? Because on No Jumper, they were producing a lot of cool content that you could see them in different scenarios, which helped them get comfortable to do what they're doing now.
Yeah, I hear you.
You know what I'm saying?
I hear you. He got the confidence.
I feel like low key, they should have never left. They should have rolled it out with him. Because, this all sounds well and cool to be like, oh, fuck Adam, we out of here. Oh, the white man, this white man, that. But
I hear you on that.
Is it the grass really greener on the other side?
Yo, when something's yours, it's yours. When something's yours.
You can own 100% of nothing in the end of the day, too.
Like I said, the way Adam was looking a couple weeks ago, it looked real suspect. Not to diss your boy.
Yeah.
But I'm saying it looked real fucking suspect.
It was wild.
All right. So when they get like that, nigga, your best bet is to get the hell away from them. Because they're going to try this in a detrimental time. In a time where you probably are up. That's when they want to get you for all of your paper, right? So why wouldn't I get away from you now when I got some paper and I know how to go fish and get my own fish now?
Like, you got to also remember, Adam made the mistake.
Yeah.
Or he says it's a mistake of not signing them to some kind of a deal or something like that, an exclusive deal, because he didn't even have them under contract like that. He started doing contracts post the T-Rel and AD era when all the newer guys started coming in. Right?
Yeah.
So these guys went and started doing their own thing, which he encouraged.
Yeah.
And they started blowing up.
Yeah.
But we also have to remember we wouldn't know them, or at least
unless they were from. No, I get you, because there's a lot of people out there like that, and I didn't know them. I wouldn't know them. His name is not even that
searchable, my G.
No,
it's AD. You know what I'm saying?
I get you.
Like, to be honest, like niggas wasn't on the internet. Like, look, like we're here in Toronto, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't getting posted on Keep Six and Six Buzz. Like, look what AD's doing right now.
I get you.
Before he was on No Jumper.
No Jumper. You're right. But I get what you're saying now.
You know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying. But I always knew about AD.
Yeah.
Me personally, because I'm a real hip hop head and I fuck with the West Coast.
Yeah. Well, you fuck with the West Coast hip hop heads, right?
Yeah.
I'm a real hip hop head too, my nigga, but I just didn't know about the nigga, fam.
No, I get you.
You know what I'm saying?
I try to stay up on top of everything, pause.
And I feel like I know a lot of West Coast niggas, but I just didn't know him.
Yeah, you're right. But he does his thing, man. He affiliated real deeply. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because all them when 100 niggas came and rolled up on 22's ass, who was there? Who went out there and smoothed shit out?
That's why they should have stuck it out, fam.
AD. right?
Like Adam did some foul shit, I guess. Like,
yeah,
not even I guess. He did some foul shit by talking to Lush about his business behind his back.
No, he said he only has 5 jokes.
Right? But fam, he did.
I hear you.
It wasn't right to say it.
I hear you.
But he did. It hurt his feelings, but he did.
Yeah, yeah. So now that's where he's probably going to show a little bit more of his enlightened side, like his side of like, yeah, you know what? I got a little bit more riz than what you guys think. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he got more than 5 jokes now.
He got more than 5 jokes. He probably got 7, but
like this happens with content creators where like they leave.
Yeah.
And this is not just designated to Adam and Adam 22 and AD and them. They leave, and at first it's scorching hot when they first leave.
Yeah.
Everybody's checking to see what they say next.
But AD's the most relevant out of everybody that has left. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say that. Lush, where was he? With Poetic Flacco the other day? Looking crazy. You know what I mean? To me personally. Like, nah. Everything else is a reach.
But like other content creators have left their platforms.
Yeah.
And right when they leave, everybody, like, okay, for example, Rory and Mal, when they first left, and I still tune into them on a weekly basis.
Yeah.
But I have to admit that their numbers dropped from when they first left Joe, and everybody was tuning in to hear what they have to say.
Extremely.
I enjoy what they have to say post all of that drama. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But even with them coming back in the news and stuff like that, or coming back in the news cycle with Joe and them going back and forward.
Yeah.
When they first left is when they were the hottest.
Yeah.
And then it just went down to their core and then what they're going to build from there. AD's going through the same thing. It's happened with over here at the We Love Hip Hop Network. I'm not going to name no names. You know what I'm saying? But people go on. They get the people find out about them through a certain network.
Yeah.
And then they go on and they do their thing.
I get what you're saying, but because see me, I keep it G'd up from the feet up, right? So I research everything. Okay, so if I do know somebody from being on a certain network, it's up to me after that when they leave the network if I'm gonna still fuck with them or not.
Yeah.
Right now, in this case, AD put in work on that network on No Jumper. He brought around security for Adam's ass. He brought around, you know what I mean? Weed companies. He brought around all the gangster rappers that would have probably washed Adam 22's ass in that studio if push came to shove because they just didn't like a fucking question that nigga just asked me.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
He definitely bought a more sense of security when it came to the street stuff that he was dealing with.
So there's a sense of element, there's a sense of asset to him. There's a sense of like value to him. So yes, that's where he can be hurt. Like, yo, my dude, you don't respect my value. Regardless if I have only 5 goddamn jokes. Right?
Yeah.
I got more than 5 times on my hand when I had to help your ass.
Or when he had to like stop Flacco from getting his head knocked off when he tried to spit back at 16 shot him.
All right.
Yeah.
So you kind of see what I'm saying? Like,
he was there in a lot of scenarios when like the shit popped off and he just like,
whoa.
Or yo, chill, and they actually chilled because he was there.
All right. So that means his name holds weight no matter what. So when I say those 50, like he was never watching Adam 22's pockets. Adam 22 kind of started watching his. Let's just be real.
He did say that in the
he's pocket watching.
When he was talking about their streams and how he was like surprised how they did get popping like that, right? It was kind of pocket watchy.
He pocket watching.
Yeah.
Adam 22 was pocket watching.
I can't throw him no bail for that one, right?
No, you can't throw him no bail.
You know what I'm saying?
All right.
He sounded kind of sour, like, yo, I didn't expect him to blow up that much.
Dog. So that's what I'm saying. Like, so okay, you gotta let some people fly though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You gotta let them fly, right? And then you gotta give niggas enough rope to let them hang themselves.
Hang themselves straight.
Feel what I'm saying? Now, fool for catch wise at all times. You can see when there's a genuine person around you from when there's not. You can. And it's how long you want to keep that ungenuincy around you. You get what I'm saying?
No, that's facts.
All right. So in their case, they can see maybe Adam 22, he started watching pockets. He started watching numbers, and he's just like, yo, you know what? Some of these guys got to go. So Adam 22 just started being weird in the office. Started getting weird. I get it. Cool. But to say he shouldn't have left, then he wouldn't have been a man.
Yeah,
because the first thing they did to Sharp was insult his manhood.
Well, when he didn't leave.
Yeah.
But the thing is, Sharp is getting his bread over there. He has his contract and whatever he negotiated with Adam.
Yeah.
It doesn't make him more real or less real because he didn't leave No Jumper. You know what I'm saying? Even in the conversation they had in this clip here, right?
Listen, Sharp never came in the door with AD. So he doesn't have to go out the door with AD.
Yeah, and like he even made sure that he was saying in their interview here, right?
Yeah. He
left the group chat from time. He comes in from Vegas and just does his thing and then gets the hell out of there. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't like he would mix up with the people and everything, like cool, but he wasn't there every day over at the No Jumper office. Like he comes, he does his job, and he's out of there.
Yeah.
Because all of that mix up that happened, they wasn't mixing up Sharp naming and all that stuff.
Because he just got there. That's why he eliminated.
No, he was there for about a year or so. Fam.
Yeah, but House Phone and these guys were there before him.
Oh, for sure.
And remember, House Phone slept with his woman. All right. So now imagine all them whispers when he would start acting out of pocket and start talking shit to niggas. They're just like, House Phone, fuck your bitch, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, shut the fuck up. Pow, pow, pow. You know what I'm saying? Say some little comments. How long can he take that as the owner? So he's probably like, you know what? I'm gonna get rid of half you nignogs. You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas know my business. Yeah, I'm a porn star. Yeah, I do this and do that. Yeah, one of you got to bang my bitch before. All right, cool. I employ all you guys. You know what? Let's get rid of these niggas, right? Because they lost respect for him. Because they fucked this bitch before. Nigga. So AD's probably like, hey, you can't say that. But on the low, laughing. You know what I'm saying? So you don't, like, I'm being real. I'm being real too. There's other sides to this, right? In Adam's defense, he's probably like, how can his wife probably went home. His wife's probably like, yo, how long you gonna have this guy around that, like, you know, pounded me? You know what I'm saying? Like, really, like, get rid of him, babe. Get rid of him, babe. Is he really bringing in any numbers? Okay, yeah, I was drunk one night. I fucked your friend. I'm sorry, you knew, but like how it's disturbing our peace. If anything, like, how can he just every day go home? Now he's employing this guy, giving this guy big fat checks, and you are like, you know. So that
I don't know. That's one way of looking at it.
That's a big way of looking at it.
But that's I don't know. I'm gonna call reaching violation for that one, right?
Because I think that's what he couldn't take anymore. So he just started making up all these weird allegations, and you know what I mean. House Phone. He tried to debunk House Phone before we really found out that House Phone killed his thing. Tried to make House Phone look crazy, right?
Yeah. Well, you know, we can go back to when he explained that I was a mistake and different things like that.
And then Poetic Flacco, you know, they tried to get him out of there, and it just started twisting. Then it went over to this guy, and it's like he didn't know.
It got messy, fam.
It got messy, bro.
Yeah.
That was almost like, who's controlling this guy's mind right now?
Yeah, I feel like two things are a good thing. Maybe him getting, or some of those people leaving and all that, has made it where now they could just focus on doing the things that they need to do to get it popping without as much clutter and so much people around. You know what I'm saying? Because it was becoming, like you said in the beginning, like a Jerry Springer show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, meets Ricky Lake.
Yeah. I got a couple more news stories.
We love hip hop.